A very good morning, dear children. Welcome to the video tutorial of computer class, where we will be starting with the revision of chapter 6, that is editing a worksheet. So let's begin with the revision. First of all, we will learn some introduction about editing. What is editing? Editing includes basically the selection, copying, moving the data and inserting different rows and columns in your worksheet. So basically editing means whenever you want to select any data, you want to copy or move the data, or insertion of rows and the columns in your worksheet. So now let's learn how you can select the cells. So selecting cells, we can select cells in different manners. Like first of all, we will learn how you can select continuous range of cells. First method is, in order to select the continuous range, you need to click in the first cell of the range to be selected. After that, you need to hold the shift key from the keyboard and you will click in the last cell. In this way, your continuous range of cells will be selected. This was the method 1. Second method to select the continuous range of cells is that you need to place the cell pointer in the first cell of the range that you want to select. After that, you can drag the mouse diagonally to select the required cells from your worksheet. Clear? Now, how you can select multiple range of cells? In order to select the multiple range of cells, the first step is you need to select the first range of cells from your spreadsheet. Then hold down the control key from the keyboard and select the next range. Continue holding down the control key and you can select the another range of cells from your spreadsheet. When you have finished the selection process, you can release the control key. Clear, beta? Now, next is there are some uh, data in your spreadsheet that is not in the view. So, how you can select out of view range of cells? Let's study that. In order to select the out of view range of cells, there you need a special feature of MS Word when the range of cells to be selected is very large and dragging the mouse through all the range is difficult. For that purpose, we need the another feature of MS Excel 2013, that is extend indicator. This is used to select a range that is out of view. For this, we can follow the following steps mentioned below. First of all, you will click in the first cell of the range to be selected. Then press F8 key, function key, that is F8 key from the keyboard, and it will result on by showing the EXT on the status bar. Clear? Then click in the lower left of the range until all the required cells are selected. After that, when you want to turn off the extend function, you will again press F8 key. Clear, beta ji? Now, let's study how you can select the entire row from your spreadsheet. There are three different methods which will help you to select the rows in your spreadsheet. First method, click the row heading that is present at the left edge of the worksheet, which will result in the selection of a complete row. Second method is to select the several adjacent rows, you need to drag the mouse over the row headers. Third method for this is to select non-adjacent rows. We will press Ctrl key from the keyboard as you click on each row header. Clear? Next is how you can select the column. Means when you want to select the entire column, the complete column, there are three different methods. First method is click the column heading letter that is present at the top edge of a worksheet and with this you will be selecting a particular column. Second method is to select the entire column. The second method is that you can drag the mouse over the column headers in order to select the adjacent columns by dragging the mouse over the column headers. Third method is to select non-adjacent columns. Again, you will need to press the Control key from the keyboard and click on each column header. Next topic is how you can insert rows and columns in your spreadsheet. Sometimes it happens that when you have created a spreadsheet, after that you need to enter the data, a new data in your spreadsheet. So for that you need to insert rows and columns. So first of all we will learn how you can insert row in a spreadsheet. Click the row header to select the row where you want to insert a new row. Then click on the Home tab. Under the Cells group, you have Insert button. There you will click on Insert Sheet Rows option. So the command to insert rows is in Home tab, Cells group, Insert Sheet Rows option. In the same way, you can insert columns in your spreadsheet. In order to insert column, click the column heading to select the column where you want to insert a new column. Again, you will click on the Home tab, Cells group, Insert Sheet Columns option. So, for inserting column, the command is Home tab, Cells group, Insert Sheet Columns option. Clear? Next topic is you need to, sometimes it happens that when you have entered a record in your spreadsheet, you need to delete it also when you do not require that. So you can also delete rows and columns in your spreadsheet. So how you can delete the rows? First of all, you will select the row that you want to delete from your spreadsheet. Then click on Home tab, Cells group, delete, delete sheet rows option. So this is the command to delete rows. Home tab, Cells group, delete, delete sheet rows option. In the same way, you can delete the columns also from your spreadsheet. For that, you need to select the column that you want to delete. Again, click on the Home tab, Cells group, delete, delete sheet columns option. Next topic, to copy the data. Copy means creating the duplicate of the original data. So you can also create a copy of the data in your spreadsheet by using two methods. First method is copy and paste method. Here, first of all, you need to select the range of the cells to be copied. Then click on Home tab, Clipboard group, Copy option. After that, you need to place the cursor at the location where you want to paste the copied cells. Then click on Home tab once again. Again click on Clipboard group and select the Paste option. The copied cells will get pasted over there. Second method is drag and drop method. So here in this method, you need to select the range of the cells once again that you want to copy. Then position the mouse pointer at the lower border of the selected range. Hold down the Control key from the keyboard and then drag the border to the target location. After that, your cells will get pasted over there. Next is moving the data. Moving the data means changing the location of the data. You can move the data from one place to another in your spreadsheet again by using two methods. First method is cut and paste method. For this, you need to select the range of the cells. Then click on Home tab, Clipboard group, Cut option. After that, click the location where you want to paste the cells. Then again click on Home tab, Clipboard group, paste option. Clear? This is your first method. Second method is drag and drop method. Here again you need to select the range of the cells that you want to move and place the mouse pointer to border of the cells. Then drag the selected cells to a new location by pressing the left mouse button. Now, next topic is autofill feature. What do you mean by autofill feature? In MS Excel 2013, there is a new feature which allows you to copy the cell contents. By using autofill feature, you can fill the data in the cells automatically. Clear? So these are the topics that we had revised from the chapter number 6. Go through these topics once again. The next I will be sending you the assignment. You will have to solve it yourself. Clear beta? Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day ahead.